So another day, another job, and we've decided to go and mow our silage. It's Tuesday afternoon, it's just about 2 p.m. and it's kind of last minute. We've decided to try and get the silage done. Wasn't much rain on Monday evening stroke Tuesday morning, or this morning, so yeah, it's just kind of left the door open for us to maybe get our silage done tomorrow. More rain forecast for Thursday. So this will be great to get this done. It'll be another one of those larger jobs done and dusted out of the way. So let's pull up the gate, go open the gate, get out there. I'll start to do a bit of mowing, turn the camera around, get a bit of footage. Going to get a bit of drone footage as well. I'm here first. I'm going to do the headlands, and we're doing 2 fields. So I'm going to cut the headlands, and that'll be joining then with the mounted mower as well. And I'll get a bit of drone footage, hopefully, of the 2 mowers working together in the field. So let's see how it all works out. Yeah, last minute, but it'd be great to get this done. Let's get at it. Okay, so finished the headlands in this field. That's all I'm going to do in it for now. I'm going to move on to the next field and do the headlands in it as well. It's mowing it very nicely. There is a few places where grass has laid down a little bit. You can kind of see it here where the mower is just getting it hard to lift it. But look, all the rain we've had over the past 3 months, 2 months, it's going to be expected that you're going to have a little bit of lay down like that. But overall, it's mowing it very nicely, very clean. Grass itself there's still plenty of leaf in it, but it is starting to head out. The earlier grasses, you can see them there, they have headed out. But at the same time, still plenty of leaf there, and it'll make really nice silage. So ideal for what we want. Yeah, I think the grass in the other one, it's a New Zealand moor grass. I think it'll be shot out a little bit more than this. We'll have a look at it though when we get down there. So yeah, I'm gonna head down there and get the headlands done in it. Hopefully at that stage that'll have arrived, and then we can start to do the centre pieces of the field and yeah, get it done fairly quickly. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're in field number 2 now, and well on with it. Just on the second plan, if you like, this field. I have a large section of it done up the top, and the headlands as well. Just the way the GoPro is here, it doesn't look like there's that much done. We're about halfway through this field, believe it or not. And yeah, good crop of grass in it. But as I was saying, this is mow grass, and it heads out earlier. It's an earlier variety than what's in the other field. So there's a bit more stem to it, and what's here that is in the other field, it'll start to lay down, and there's a little bit of rot and stuff in the bottom, or a little bit of rot in the bottom. This would have wanted to be cut about a fortnight ago, but there wasn't a hope. It's raining here for 3 weeks solid, so there was no hope of that happening. Tell you what I'm noticing too, just walking here, pockets of our enemy, chickweed. And this was sprayed last year for this. There was no sign of any of it in the first cut, but it's back in sections of it again in the second cut. Heavy slurrying, large applications of nitrogen is usually what causes it, and it flourishes with that. So going to have to address it again in this field. But so look at, there's a never-ending spraying process to keep the weeds under control. So that's it. I'm going to continue on, try and get the drone up, get a bit of footage now next, and at least the mowing will be done, and then it'll be on to lifting the silage then tomorrow. So let's keep at it. just on the way back home now. Just finished that final field, and it all went well. Overall, there's a fair good crop on it. So JF is going to be busy. We'll see if it handles it. Hopefully it'll handle it all okay. I think we're going to be moving fairly slowly tomorrow when we're lifting it. It's only 25 acres. That's all we're lifting. So it's not a massive amount, but it's all we need. We have a bit of silage from last year that we didn't use, and it's just a matter of topping off the pit that we put the first cut into. So yeah, we should have plenty of grass. So that's it. We'll see how we get on tomorrow. Okay, where do we start? I think a whole pile of footage yesterday, except for that bit of drone footage when we were lifting the silage. But I'll give an update now. Yeah, silage went on yesterday anyway. We've got grass all in, so we've quite a decent amount of silage now in this pit. We also have the other pit down the bottom, so we've lots of silage now for the winter. We've enough feed at this stage. Yeah, we're not going to be short of feed. Plus we've quite a few round bales still to make a little bit later on. So we're going to have plenty of bales. Yeah, covered this morning. Plenty of help to do that. It was 5 of us, and we got it done in a couple of hours. Myself, Dad, brother Ben, cousin Peter, and a neighbouring friend of ours, Matt, who also gives us a hand every year. So great to get that done and dusted. And in great conditions. It was nice and dry yesterday when we were lifting it. JF is there. JF worked very well, no issues with that. But there was other casualties. Oh boy, was there other casualties. Usually get away quite late at the silage. We don't tend to have a lot of issues. Machinery is usually in fairly good order, but this year that changed. Casualty number 1, about 10:30 yesterday morning. 6420, brake issue. It needs a set of brakes now. We noticed the pedal going a little soft over the last few weeks. Has no remarks. It's done a lot of road work over its time since we've had it since new. Brakes disappeared. Gonna need to do the work on it. So that was the first thing that went. So we're tractor down before 11 o'clock. At 11:30, 11:45, trailer down. Tyre busted out, which partially could be. Now, this wheel is partial to a bit of locking on the trailer, always has been. So it was down to the canvas in a couple of places, but we're thinking that possibly because of the 6/4 issue, that maybe it was locking the wheels and the trailer was stopping it completely because the tractor had no brakes, and it maybe weakened the tyre down, caused it to blow out an hour and a half later. Look, it coincided with our tea. We had tea, called Shane McManus tyres. They come out, changed it while we were at our tea. Very good service, no problem. We were back on in half an hour, 40 minutes. Once we were back in the field, we were ready to go. That was 2 things before 12 o'clock. Then late last night, last load, tyre on the smaller side of the trailer went out of shape, developed a huge wobble, but finished the job. We were done anyway, so it needs a bit of TLC as well. It needs a tyre. So 2 tyres on 2 trailers and a set of brakes on a tractor. So look, nothing has happened really in the last probably 5 years at the silage. 4 or 5 years we've had very little issues. So I suppose when things goes to shit, it really goes to shit on you. But that's the way it works. You just have to laugh at it. It's just how it works out. What else is going on? The mowers on the tractor was away today mowing. Very warm today, 27 degrees. It's to be good weather over the next few days. So we went away and mowed some grass. There's 18 acres. Well, 17 acres that we have to make some silage on, some hay on. Now, is the weather going to be good enough long enough? Maybe not, but we're into August now. We need to get it off the ground. It was slurried and fertilised late, so it's still nice and green. It's still a very good standing crop. It will make excellent hay if the weather stays with us. I'd say it should make it, say it should be ready on Sunday if the weather stays with us Sunday evening. So maybe some of it might be ready on Saturday, we'll see. But yeah, it needs to be just cut off the ground. If it does go to turn wet, we'll bale it up. We'll bale it up for haylage. We'll salvage it for something at this stage. Also, we've had a busy week. Corn is busted. People's asking what tonnage did our winter barley do? Well, we know exactly. There's just under 70 tonne here, which equates to 2.2 tonnes per acre. So that's what we had. So our crop is down by about a third. We usually yields, the whole lot usually yields around just over 3 tonne per acre, so we're down about a tonne per acre. And we went out and bought 30 tonne of winter barley, so yeah, that has to be busted now as well, treated, and it can go in here. Most of it can go in here. Yeah, so we've had a busy few days. Busyness is going to continue. The fact now that we've got some grass cut, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So tomorrow 2850 is going to be on tether duties. I'll be hooking it on first thing in the morning, heading over, and I'll ted the hay stroke haylage, whatever it's going to be, depending on the weather. And yeah, try and take the camera with me, maybe get a bit of drone footage of that, and we'll see how we get on. There'll be an update on that hopefully over the weekend, so fingers crossed the weather stays with us. That's really it. Big update on just everything that's going on at the minute. Hope you enjoyed quite a bit of drone footage on this video, with mowing and then lifting the grass. Great to get a bit of drone footage of the harvester working for once. Could never do this with the Typhoon H. It was never good enough to do it, but these DJI Mavic Pros, super drone, and yeah, confidence to drive the tractor and the drone at the same time, which isn't easy, but that's it. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the sub button, comment down below, like and subscribe to the channel, all that kind of stuff. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good evening.